Hello, this is a video to help with rehosting a CodeWarrior license. And we're going to start this by using your browser and going to freescale.com. You will need to click on the My Freescale link up here. And this process requires that you already have a Freescale user account set up and that you've already registered your Freescale license. If you are not the one who registered this license that you're trying to rehost, you can either have the person who did it log in or log in using their information, or if you need to, we can also reassign the registration of that license to you or someone else on your team. So contact us if you need to do that. But if you're ready to register the license, click on My Freescale, and at this point you log in, and here you will put in your email address and then your password. Since I'm a Freescale employee, I use my Freescale login ID here instead of my email address. Through the magic of video editing, our web server will look a lot faster than it actually does, so you may want to hit the pause button as you follow along. Once you get this screen, this is your personalized Freescale page, and right here you can click on CodeWarrior Licensing. And this page shows the CodeWarrior registrations that you've already registered. Your registration ID code that was used to register it, what type of license it is, and it also shows if your support is active or if it's already expired. Now this is important because when you rehost a license, your license has to be active, and you also you need to check that here to make sure that you can rehost the license. So we have two types of licenses. We have perpetual and we have an annual subscription. And you can tell which one you have by this third letter in the part number. The first two letters are CW for CodeWarrior, and then the third letter is P for perpetual or A for annual subscription. If your annual subscription license has already expired, then you need to get a new license. If your perpetual license has already expired, you can renew it, and it's a fraction of the cost of buying a new license. So to do that, you can click on Renew Support button here, or you can also work with us and your local distributor to buy a new Renew Support contract. So assuming that your maintenance is up to date and you're in an active support period, and you can see that with this window, then you'll click on the License Options button. This next screen shows the details for that specific license that you've registered, and what you can see in here are the individual CodeWarrior products that you've already downloaded a license for, and then below are the remaining products that you've not yet downloaded a license for, and you can click on the Get License button for them. But we want to rehost our ID before we download a new license.dat file. So to do that, you click on the Rehost button up here. Here's the screen to enter your host ID. I prefer to use my disk ID, so I'm going to take the disk ID of my hard drive and click Submit. And at this point, we've successfully rehosted our license to our new host ID, but now we need to download the license.dat file so that CodeWarrior will have the new license key for your new host ID. So click on the Suite Details page to go back, and we're back to our license details page, and now you can click Repair License to re-download the new license.dat file. Now one thing I want to point out is you want to find the product and the version for the license.dat you want to download. In this case, I'm going to use CodeWarrior for microcontrollers, the Eclipse version, and specifically version 10.2. If you have an earlier version, like if this says 10.0 or 10.1, that license file won't work with 10.2. 10.2 requires some new keys. So what you need to do is click the version renewal button, and assuming you're active on your support contract, this version will update to the latest version that we have, and then at that point you can download your license.dat file. So I'll click the Repair License button here, And at this point, the server is going to email you your new license, but I'm impatient, so I click on the download license button. You have the option for Windows or Unix. You click on this, it'll download your new license.dat file. You'll want to save this in the CodeWarrior directory, and for CodeWarrior 10.2, the default location is on your root drive, probably the C drive. For me, it's D drive. Under Freescale, CodeWarrior MCU version 10.2, and then under here you need to go into the MCU subdirectory. This is where your license.dat file goes. If you want to preserve your old license.dat file, then before you save this, go into this directory and rename the existing license.dat file for something else so it doesn't get overwritten. Here's the full default path. At this point you would click Save. You would have the new license.dat file. You would close and restart CodeWarrior, and now CodeWarrior will be hosted on your new host ID. If there's any other questions that you have, please contact us. Thank you.